Hello and welcome to this PathBoss series on Mindsets for Change. My name is Joe Bruce, founder of PathBoss, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the learning mindset. This mindset is critical for anybody that's going through change, whether it's changing career completely, whether it's moving country or just getting a promotion. No matter what it is, you need your mind to be ready to absorb a lot of new information that's going to be coming your way if you want that change to be successful. So this video is going to be looking at some tips and tricks that you can use and some ways that you can make sure your mind is ready to learn so that you can succeed. We're going to break this down into three simple categories. And the first category is the things that you can do behind the scenes. This includes things like reading books, reading blogs, following experts online, all the way through to more formal education, either through e-learning or through the more traditional forms of doing a degree. And potentially if you're already working and you want to do this before your transition, then these are things that you do maybe part-time or in your evenings and weekends. This is the additional burden that you are going to need to commit to if you want this transition to be successful. One of the wise people that I started following once told me that if you read 3 of the top books for any specific area, you will already likely know more than 90% of the population on that particular topic. So this isn't going to take you all the way through to being an expert, because bearing in mind we don't have any experience at this point, we're just learning theoretically and learning from other people's mistakes. It will take you to a good starting point in order to be more confident that you can make this transition. And so in summary, these are things that are really simple to do. You can be done very cheaply and part-time whilst you're still in your current job or in your current location before you make this transition. The second component of the learning mindset is to leverage the people that are around you. And this falls into 2 camps. One is in your network and one is in specific mentors that you have. So first of all, with the network, you can do this before you move into an industry or move to a new location. You can start to build a network, and it's so crucial that you do end up with a really strong network of people that can throw you opportunities, people that you can get involved with in terms of partnerships, or you can support them with the work that they're doing. It's really good to get people's insights and feedback, and the more you network with people, the more likely it is that you're going to get their support and their feedback when you need it most. The second component, as I mentioned, is mentors. These don't have to be people that you're looking to replicate perfectly, because typically anyone that you'll see will have some strengths and some weaknesses that you don't want to emulate, but some things that you really do want to emulate. So find the people with the skills and the knowledges and the insights that you really want to kind of grasp and learn from, and see if you can make them your mentor. I'm going to release another video on mentors because I think it's a really important topic, so make sure that you're subscribed if you want to see that when I release that. But essentially, mentors can be the people that you know and that you can work with and learn from directly. That's great. If you can't find or you don't know someone that you can really leverage as a mentor, then you can start with people that are already experts and people that are published, so people that have an autobiography. You can go and learn and you can read and you can tap into their mindset for how they got to where they are. And you can watch interviews online and you can really tap into the mindset of these virtual mentors, if you like, people that you don't know. So that's the second aspect of the learning mindset. The third aspect of the learning mindset is the willingness to be an experimenter. Now this means that you're going to need to be willing to try new things and accept the negative feedback, the failure, or just not perhaps reaching the standards that you're used to from the comfort zone that you're currently operating within. When you step into a new world, when you take this journey, you need to accept that there will be obstacles on the way and embrace the fact that these obstacles are going to be what will make you stronger and more successful and more powerful in this new industry or this new world that you're stepping into. It's important that you learn from other people's mistakes through the learning that you can do behind the scenes and through other people, so that you don't have to experiment with everything, but you should also be thinking about the strengths that you bring to the table, the different experiences in your background, and how you can apply that in this new world that you're moving into in order to be really successful. The other thing is, if you want to scale back the risk a little bit, you can think about how you can learn on someone else's dime. That might be through getting an entry-level position, or that might be through doing some weekend work or an internship to begin with, just for a few weeks to try out this new industry, see what works, and get a feel for how it all fits together. This can, as I said, really scale back the risk of the transition that you're making if you are too worried about learning on your own dime. And so in summary, if you want to adopt the complete learning mindset, then you need to focus on 3 things. What you can be doing behind the scenes, the people that you can be involving, and the experiences and experiments that you can be learning from as well. So I want you to think now about the areas that we've talked about, and think about which ones you're particularly good at and which ones you maybe neglect or you're not so good at. So perhaps you're a good book reader, but you're not so good at networking. Think about how you're going to develop your networking skills and how that will support you in the transition. Ultimately, the more rounded you can be with the learning mindset and learning approaches that you adopt in the transition, the more successful your transition will be. So I hope that you found this video useful for the change that you're going through in your life. If you have, then please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram at PathBoss. Thanks so much, and I will see you again soon.